walking through the pink city in Jaipur, visiting city palaces, living by the lake, and taking the heat with my heart full. Here I was in Rajasthan, also known as the land of kingdom.
Locked in a stalemate, man was no.
On the 24th of March, we left around 5 a.m. to catch a train to Jaipur. It was approximately a 5-hour journey, and we were pretty exhausted by the time we reached there. In the evening, when the sun was setting down, we went to take a look around the streets of Jaipur. We stopped by the city palace, also called the Hawa Mahal, and it was quite its literal name. The breeze was coming through the doors, the colorful windows, and the ventilations. One of the many things I noticed was how tiny the windows were, and we could get the view of the city from the top of the palace. The weather was actually with us that day, and it felt like it was about to rain that night. On our way to the exit, we came across a puppet show.
Yes, come manager. Where, ma'am? Where from? From Spain.
After watching the puppet show, we headed to the main marketplace to eat some street food. The shops were numbered, hence it was very easy to find a place to eat. First, we tried this lassi, which was supposedly very famous here. The next thing was this dal kachori. It was super flaky and delectable. We also tried a deep fried chili in a batter, which was pretty decent. After filling ourselves with food, we went to do some shopping. There was something going on in the middle of the road, hence it was very crowded. We left the pink city and headed towards our hotel. Later for dinner, we had this malai kofta with tawa roti, which was also very decent.
I'm just going to take a bath and then we're going to head out.
There were a few spots that we hadn't visited yet, so the next day we went to those places. The first place that we visited was the Jantar Mantar.
I've been on my own for long enough. Maybe you can show me how to love. Maybe.
Our next stop was the Albert Museum. which had a lot of delicate artifacts and miniature paintings.
Turn me on with just a touch, baby. Since it is cold and empty.
The artifacts were actually gifted to the emperor by the foreign lands.
I said, ooh, I'm blind.
Around 2 p.m., we reached the Amer Fort, and the landscape was breathtaking.
I said, ooh, I'm drunk.
Jaipur was a quintessential old fashioned city. Nevertheless, it was definitely a place worth visiting. Our next stop was Udaipur.
'Cause I can see the sun light up the sky. So I hit the road.
It was around 10 p.m. when we reached Udaipur, and since my family does everything last minute, we went to look for hotels. The streets at night looked much more livelier, and it was the first thing that I loved about the city. The people enjoyed the nightlife more there because it was too hot in the daytime. The hotel that we had stayed in had a rooftop restaurant with a lake view. The ambience was just perfect. That night, everybody went to bed early, but I decided to edit a vlog till 1 a.m.
I'm going to post this video tomorrow. It is 1:37 a.m. in the morning and I haven't slept yet.
I took a shower and went to bed. The next day, around 10 a.m., we went out to eat breakfast.
We're going out.
Our itinerary for that day was to visit the city palace and explore the main market. The room that me and Abhilasha stayed at had the lakeside view, and it couldn't be better than that. breakfast spots near our hotel, so we chose to go there. The vibe was nice, but the food was decent. And I remember there was a foreigner who was like sitting beside me, and she was just alone sitting there drinking her juice and journaling. And I want to be her someday. The palace was on the other side of the bridge, and it was also near our hotel, so we went there walking. The sight of the lake made me feel calm and collected. And for once in my life, it just felt nice to be in the moment. Udaipur is a small city with its narrow alleyways and traditional antique shops. A place where you can chill and stroll around with friends. This day was the hottest, so we bought a few souvenirs and went straight to the palace.
Remember the days when we used to go.
It took us longer to roam around than we had anticipated. We were back by 6 in the evening.
Playing over like far off memories, distant melodies. Oh, oh, seems like forever we've lived like this.
We took a nap and went out again at around 7.
Seems like forever we've lived like.
China কেমন না
Outfit. I'm going out to have Italian food. Most probably. If we find Italian food, that is. This is what I'm wearing. I'm wearing jeans and my shoes and this top. Am I going to the lakeside right now? There was a cafe near the lakeside that I really wanted to visit, but before that, we went to the market again.
All my life, watching me.
I knew that the lake looked even better in the nighttime, and I was not disappointed at all.
She can't help watching me.
The lights reflected on the water, and it felt like the whole city was floating. The sun was already down, which gave the sky a pinkish lavender tone, and that really set the mood. We visited a store which had handmade bags and lampshades. It was lovely but a bit overpriced. Our last stop for the night was the cafe, which was right beside the lake, and that was the only place where we found some decent food. We started our morning with some cup noodles and got dressed for the day.
Mama, I'm scared I'll be dying young. I feel the Lord trying to call me home. And I never knew that I would fall for you. Oh, and I never thought that you would find someone new. Oh, and they say that love can make you endure light. Oh, and right now I'm hoping that I die in the night. Everybody has something to fight.
Sahilio Ki Bari, or Garden of the Maidens, was one of my favorite places in Udaipur.
Everybody's got some things that they're hiding, but I never had nothing for you. Mama, I'm scared I'll be dying young. I feel the Lord trying to call me home. And I never knew that I would fall for you.
Our next stop was the Monsoon Palace.
And I
Even though it wasn't fully constructed, for me it was the best palace.
Oh, and they say that love can make you endure life. Oh, and right now I'm hoping that I die in the night. Oh.
Yeah, just keep your leg out there, yeah. I said keep your leg out there. Leave it. Here we go, ready? Guys, याचे व्ह्यूचे बाप्पाळ दिसो बाप्पाळ छ व्ह्यूचे नेपाली बोल्नु कहाँ गयो मान्छे तर हेप्पी गरम हुन्छ Our final stop was the Bahubali Hills, and the view was just incredible. टाढो छ नि हैन I know the quality is super bad from here because I forgot to airdrop from my mother's phone. But basically, we had to trek up to the hill, and it was probably the best way to end our trip. Going out to have dinner. 혼자요. 어?
Namaste, rickshaw.
My chopstick skills are like.
호dim이 저 뻔나버리
This was the last day in Udaipur, and we went to our usual place to have brunch before leaving.
저 꼴뻔나 바히로 니스코 너디더이 너우지 니 너니 तोरा सुन्दर छ संसार बिपना भन्दा त्यही
We've come to an end of my traveling series, and with that, I'm looking forward to traveling more this year. I hope it inspired you in some way or the other, and thank you for watching.